developers, welcome back to my channel Devign. Today it's day 7 of building Taskora in public. Today's little pretty. I'll be showing how admins can get all the users, how users can update their profiles, and the real logic behind the Taskora's streak feature. It's one of those days where everything starts coming together. So let's go.
So, this part is super simple but really important. In Taskora, only the admin should be able to see all the users. Regular users shouldn't access anyone else's data. So, I created a separate route called Get All Users and protected it with authentication, and then added an extra layer using authorized role of admin. Once the admin hits this endpoint, the backend fetches all the users from the database, removes the password field for safety, and returns the list. And that's it, a clean and secure admin only feature. Now let's move to the update profile feature. This is something every app has, but it has to be done carefully because users are updating their personal information and we can't allow anything to break here. In Taskora, users can update 3 things: name, email, and theme. And naturally, this route is protected. Only logged in users should be able to update themselves. So the moment the request comes in, I use the authenticate user middleware. This verifies the token, extracts the user ID from it, and attaches it to request.user. This way, I don't depend on anything coming from the front end. The ID is always trusted and secure. Inside the controller, I first grab the user ID from request.user.id. If for some reason it's missing, I immediately return an error. Then, I fetch the user from the database using that ID. If the user doesn't exist, we stop right there and respond with user not found. After that, I read the possible update fields from the body: email, name, and theme. And then I add a very simple but useful check. If all these fields are missing, I just return a message saying that nothing to update. Now, the email update requires one extra step. If the user sends a new email, I check the database to see if someone else is already using it. If yes, I return email already in use. Next is the theme update. Taskora supports only 2 themes right now, light and dark. So I made tiny validation to accept only these values. If something else comes in, the backend simply rejects it. Once all the validations are done, we move to updating the fields. If a new name is provided, I update it. If a new email is provided, I update it. If a new theme is provided, I update it. Then I save the user and send the updated details back, without the password, of course. And that's it, a simple, clean, and secure update profile feature with safe validations, no duplicate emails, theme checking, and full protection with authentication. It's a small feature but makes the whole app feel personalized and complete. Along with the profile update feature done, let's move on to something a bit more fun. The part of Taskora that actually motivates user to show up every day. The streak logic, along with a clean activity logging system. Streaks are one of those small features that make a huge difference in how users engage with the productivity app. When you see your streak number go up, even by 1, you automatically feel encouraged to keep going. So in Taskora, I decided to keep the streak logic very simple, very clean, and very predictable. The streak should increase only when a user completes at least 1 task for a day. That's it. No tricks, no complications. So here's how the logic works behind the scenes. Every user has 2 fields in their database document: streak count, a number, and last active date, which stores the last day they have actually completed the task. Whenever a user updates a task, before doing anything else, I check something very important. Was this task marked as completed just now? Because if it wasn't completed or if it is already completed earlier, then the streak shouldn't change at all. Once we confirm that the task was actually completed at this moment, we start comparing dates. First, I create a today date and normalize it to the midnight using set hours of 4 zeros. Then, I create a yesterday date the same way by subtracting one day. This helps us do a clean comparison without worrying about hours, minutes, or seconds. Now, we look at the user's last active date. If the user has never completed a task before, then their streak simply starts at 1. If their last active day is today, then don't increase the streak because they already completed a task for today. If their last active day is yesterday, that means they have continued their streak, so we increment the streak by 1. But if the last active day is anything older than yesterday, then the streak sets back to 1. This logic keeps streak honest and accurate without being too strict. Once we finish calculating the correct streak for today, we update the user's last active date to today's date and save the user. And that's the streak part done. But streak alone don't tell the whole story. So I have added an activity log model that records exactly when and which task was completed. The activity log is very lightweight. It stores 3 things: the user who completed the task ID, and the timestamp of completion. Whenever a user completes a task, right after updating their streak, I create a new activity entry. Something like user completed this task at this exact time. Why this is useful? Later on, this activity log can support features like a streak calendar, daily activity charts, inside page, or even fun animations like confetti when user hits a milestone. It's flexible, expandable, and keeps the analytic part of Taskora completely future-proof. Just to summarize the whole flow, a task gets updated. If it is marked as completed right now, we compare today, yesterday, and the user's last active date. We calculate the streak accordingly and update the user document. Then log that activity in a separate collection. This setup makes the Taskora feel responsive and motivating while keeping the logic super clear and easy to maintain. And that's the complete streak and logic. And that's the complete streak and activity logging system. Small piece of logic that can make the app feel alive without any unnecessary complications. In the next video, we will finally finish the last piece of authentication, the forgot password and the reset password flow. This is where we set up node mailer, generate secure tokens, send the reset links, and complete the full login logout cycle of Taskora. So that's coming up the next.
Alright, that's it for today. Now we have our working user management, profile updates, and streak tracking. Taskora is really starting to feel complete now. And thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe and follow along the journey. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.